Okay, I'm your host, Z Sprinter, the host of In-Ear Fetish, Z Reviews, Z Unboxing, Z Cooks, Z Second Channel, and Z... I don't know, there's something else with a Z, I'm sure. Anyway, zboombox.com for merch. I actually own that. I'm here with this ramen mouse pad, and it's... Alright, I don't want to... This is a hard one, because I'm not a huge fan of very neutral, like flat IEMs. But some people out there are. Some people are like, I need to do mixing and mastering, and I have a budget, and I want something that's just built well. And I didn't expect to find it in the KBear Aurora, which is on the old shelf. Here is a piece of cardboard with a sound dampening panel on the back of it. See that nice little foam, so you can just put that up in your room. $170. It still exists. The last one I did not exist. $169 here on Hi-Fi Go. It is the most bitch basic. It might even be sold as this. It says Hi-Fi in the title, but like the box is certainly disinteresting. In fact, the only place you could read the word Aurora on the whole packaging is backwards here. It says A-U-R-O-R-A. So it's like seeing through the case. You take it out, it says Aurora in there. You've got silicone tips. You get this leather case with an extra set of tips that isn't in that, like extra mediums, there's 5 sizes. You get a little cleaner, and it's a 10mm dynamic with an 8-core silver-plated cable, and it's 18 ohms, and it's it's high purity, and that's it. They don't give you anything else about it. It has nothing. It's got a titanium 10mm dynamic. Titanium. Shit, I never changed the wallpaper. Oh God, the whole channel's ruined. All right. We're going to put this girl on because she looks like she's got the color of titanium going on. Hold on, we got to upload this. I'm sorry to have to do this. I apologize. I'm the worst. Anyway, back to this. And now minimize that. And then move her so she gets uploaded to the wallpaper horde. And boom. Okay, so the problem with this wallpaper is that's way too interesting. Yes, it's titanium. Yes, it's 10mm. Everything about this makes sense. I even matched, oh God, the color. Like the titanium color. They're beautifully built. Like the machining on this, where it looks like a standard earplug or an earbud or an in-ear monitor. Only, again, the lettering is this way. A lot of these have been weirdly trying to change like orientation. But look at this. They didn't just shoot it flat like on Rinko. Well, Rinko's got a little bit of a change. But it actually has like a wing here that extends it where it says Aurora. And it's like, it's not quite that gray. It's a little more brown. It's a little more brown in it. These are very handsome fucking IEMs. Then you have the cables, which are 2-pin, but they've got a little red indicator there, only on one side, and a little blue indicator there. So already got a rock hard, the dick's rock hard. Rock hard. You gotta put red and blue indicators, and then look at the rest of this wire. Can we talk about the rest of this wire? This might be single-handedly the nicest wire that's come with like a middle ground, even expensive IEMs. So it's only a 3.5mm, but it's like hewn from this nice piece of aluminum that's got a little indent here, little strain relief. Then you've got the 8 wire, so it's going up 8. It's going up 8, and a beautiful, I love the color of the gunmetal. You got your split here that's slightly wider, you got your slider here, and then it does a thing that I'm trying to think back in my brain if it actually has happened before. But you got a 4-wire weaves all the way up to the top where it makes the turn. Then it stops being a 4-wire weave and becomes a 4-wire twist for the rest of the wire. And then these actual plugs, they're real easy to pull off, by the way. I'm just warning you because that's, hey, I put them in my pocket and it fell off. Now I lost it. These are like just the same material. Like I've never seen them actually match all the way up to here. This is one of the nicest, if not the nicest wire I've seen in an IEM, maybe, ever. I just don't like how that just simply pulls in and out. But then again, that could just be a sign of high quality wires. There's no jank. The build on these is spectacular. If you told me these were $1,000 IEM, I'd be like, oh, of course they are. So they're $170. I've put X-Elastic, Sednafits on there. I tried it with foams, and I had this problem. We're going to get to the problem. So I switched to X-Elastic, because if I don't have to take out the stock tips, I won't. And the problem was, everything sounded great. 10mm. Everything sounds great. 10mm. I literally have done 3 IEMs today, and they're all 10mm dynamics. And these, by far, are the most I want to say the word boring. I don't want to say the word boring that everyone's like, oh, it's a bad review. Bye. It's not. Please don't go. Do not go. Because these are someone's perfect IEM. You might be watching it right now. John, get to the chopper. Listening with foam, and I was like, there's nothing exciting happening. Let me switch to the silicone tips. And I started going through, and I started like ignoring it and doing other things on my phone, and then like looking back, and then I realized there's no flaws. And so I plugged it into, it's currently plugged into nothing. Okay, cool. Let me put these back in my ear so we can discuss them while they're fondling my lobes. Lobe fondlers. Interdimensional cable. So that's, I'd provided that. We're plugging it into here. We're lowering the shit out of it down. What I did was I plugged it into the Gishelli Labs Article 3, which has tone controls, right? You could turn on the tone controls and you could adjust bass and treble. And the problem was, if I added more bass, it didn't sound realistic. If I lowered the bass at all, it sounded light. Then I went to the treble, and I cranked it up. I went, whoa, there's a detail. And then I went, wait, this is too much detail. Then I dropped it down and went, well, now it sounds dull. The tone controls are useless. These IEMs are so clean and neutral that even introducing an equalization to them makes them sound off. I don't even know how that works, all right? My brain was just like, because I thought maybe a little bit of a bass boost. I was missing the excitement, and then I realized this is a hearkening back to all the... By the way, do you hate this mouse pad? I'll stop using ones that like look like terrible. I just thought it was cool to have ramen. Did I just lose my train of thought from that? Fuck, give me some food. Yeah, no, it was... I don't like an... I want an IEM to do something, all right? Something. You could be the Ford Taurus of cars. You are a car. I'm thinking about like the 90s Ford Taurus when there was like a billion of them. But they didn't do anything special. That girl has glasses on. So this doesn't even make sense. A ponytail and glasses. No. That's too special. These just dead flat deliver you your music with... It's like the every Shure IEM that I've ever hated on. I don't hate them because they sound bad. I hate them because they don't bring anything to the party. Like, this is the same price range as like OH10s, which are the soundstage and low-end like Kings. Although low-end Kings have now been moved over to Rinkos. Those are only $100, by the way. These just show up, and I listen to everything on them, on all the amplifiers, and it's like fine. It's just fine. I don't hate them. If someone got these as their first IEM, they would be very, very fucking satisfied. You're talking about a plus $150 IEM, and you're playing around with Remo Williams' Wet Cement. And like the imaging and placement of sound is just like perfect. It's like right here. Just, it's not super wide. It's not super close. It's just, they're the most inoffensive sound I've heard in a while. Like that's the both the nicest and worst thing I could say about a thing. It's like calling a woman handsome. Don't ever call a woman handsome. That's what they say to old ladies. Like, I love these tracks from Mr. Robot, and it's like really ambient, like acoustic, just someone's playing like a fucking glass in like a sewer, and it should just be enveloping me in sound, and it's just happening. You know what I mean? The sound isn't going through any sort of special changes or loops or hoops. It's just showing up. It wiped its feet on the doorstop, and it came in, and it took off its coat, and it greeted you. It didn't, run in naked like the Rinko would run in the sound naked, just screaming. And always tends to be dragging fucking chairs behind it. But it just doesn't, it's an inoffensive as fuck IEM. It's absolutely worth $170. If you're like, if I had to line up like the most extreme bass treble to like the most other extreme bass treble, this is dead center. This is that Rick that's real weird. Banco de Gallo. None of the, there's a glove puppet song. Let's try that one. Maybe that one's gonna do something. Wow, this has got some really cool effects. Like I could hear there's like a woo. Doesn't interest me. Doesn't interest me in the slightest. Am I a bad reviewer because of this? Because this is a good IEM. It's clean and clear, and it reaches low, and the imaging is accurate. It's just this is a monitoring IEM. It's the world's best built monitoring IEM. Yeah, even the treble doesn't like hurt. I know it's getting up there in that song just now. No, never mind. It's getting up in this song right here from The Handmaiden's Tale. You know what? This is such going up there. I'm putting this into the new test for the sound demos. It's rare that I do that, and I trust these IEMs, since they're for mixing, fucking, and mastering, to tell me that that track will sound amazing on different headphones and speakers. So that's basically these IEMs. The wire is spectacular. Build of the units is spectacular. The case is nice and plain. I like plain cases. Oh, I didn't show you either. It comes with a rag on the door. On the other side, it's just like, all right, we're gonna sneak a rag in here. Ha 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 ha. So that's the thing. It would actually be a fucking downgrade to swap this out to the KBear cable. Like, I 100%, like, oh, the KBear cable's here. I love my KBear cable. Yeah, no, fuck that. This is nice. This is one of those, like, oh, it could be a $250 cable kind of cables. But anyway, yeah, so that's the most exciting thing that's titanium colored on this desk. But that said, they're both really well built. Wallpaper available in the Horde. Patreon, subscribe, support this channel. In 2 more days, there'll be another one of these, unless I fuck up my scheduling, because there've been a couple gaps with me going to Munich. I might be in Munich right now. In fact, I almost guarantee it. Check out for shorts on the Z Reviews channel. And thank you to my sponsor. Click the sponsor link, please, in the description. Please. Please, God. You can click just 1 or 2 or 2 and 3 or 1. No one ever clicks 3. But anyway, I'm done. You're done. We're done. Do you hate this mouse pad? I kind of hate this mouse pad. It looks bad in real life, but it might look fine on video. It might look, so other things like look fine on video. Let's open her face.